Hi, my name is Terry Smith and I play clarinet with the Loudon Symphonic Winds. The clarinet is part of the woodwind family. It was invented actually around about 1700, even though there were many instruments that look like the clarinet found in ancient Egypt and ancient Greece. The composer Mozart, I'm sure you've all heard of him, he loved the sound of the clarinet. In fact, he said it reminded him of the closest thing to the human voice of any instrument of all. He wrote several pieces for it, and many of them have become famous today. The clarinet, when you open it up from your case, it's not going to look like this. It actually comes in parts. The bottom part is the bell. It looks like this. The next part is the lower joint. The next part up is called the upper joint. And then we have the barrel, and then finally the mouthpiece. So when you open it up from your case, you'll start with the bell, and you'll place it on the lower joint. There are corks that make it fit smoothly. Then you put in on the upper joint, and there's a key here that you have to make sure it aligns exactly. Then you put the barrel on, and then finally the mouthpiece. But before I put the mouthpiece on, I'm going to blow on it and show you how we make a sound on the clarinet. If you blow on the clarinet without the reed, it's going to sound like this. No sound. So the way that the clarinet makes a sound is we have a reed that looks like this. You need to keep it wet in order for it to actually vibrate. And you place it on the mouthpiece. Like so. And then you blow through it. The way that you make the sound by blowing through the mouthpiece, but then to make the notes, the different notes, you have keyholes along here, and you just put your fingers over those keyholes and it will make the notes come out differently. One of the advantages of the clarinet is it has an extremely large range, meaning you can play very low or very high. And I'll demonstrate that. And yes, we do squeak sometimes, so if you hear a squeak in the orchestra, it's probably going to be coming from a clarinet. The clarinet is actually very versatile. You can play it in a concert band, a symphony, an orchestra. You can play it in marching band, jazz band. You can play it in small ensembles, either with other instruments or with all clarinets. And when you do that, it's called a clarinet choir. Now, I started playing clarinet when I was in 5th grade. I chose the clarinet because my mom used to play the clarinet. And in very short order, I fell in love with the instrument. I love the sound. One of the things I really like about the clarinet is we get to play a lot of the melodies when we play music, and I enjoy that very much. So I'm going to play just a short song for you. I'm sure you'll recognize it. So if you do choose the clarinet, I hope that you love it as much as I do, and I'm pretty sure you will. Thank you for listening.